Construction site slip and fall lawyer. Slip and fall accidents on construction sites are among the leading causes of workers' compensation claims in the United States. The Occupational Safety and Health Administration, OSHA, has reported that nearly one-third of all workplace injuries and about 40% of all fatalities on a construction site are caused by slip and fall accidents. In 2018 alone, there were 320 construction worker fatalities caused by these devastating accidents. Just like construction site falling objects accidents, many construction site slip and falls are also totally preventable. To speak with an experienced construction accident lawyer, call now, 646-701-7990. Working with a skilled construction site slip and fall lawyer. If you have been injured in a slip and fall accident on a construction site in New York, you owe it to yourself to speak with an experienced construction site slip and fall lawyer to understand your rights under the law. At L Sanchez Law Office, we have represented injured construction workers and vendors throughout our careers to ensure that they get the compensation they need and deserve for their injuries. At L Sanchez Law Office, PC, we can help you determine what compensation you are entitled to, depending on the circumstances surrounding your accident. After a construction site slip and fall accident, you may be able to seek compensation for medical care, rehabilitative care, pain and suffering, and any reduction in the quality of your life that was caused by your injuries. How slip and fall injuries happen on a construction site. Slip and fall accidents on a construction site generally fall into two categories: falls that happen on the same level and those that take place on another level. While those that take place on the same level usually result in non-fatal injuries, those that involve other levels can be far more serious. Steps to take if you were hurt in a construction slip and fall. If you suffer a slip and fall at a construction site, taking immediate and appropriate steps is crucial for your health and potential legal claims. Here's what you need to do. Seek medical attention immediately. Your first priority should be to get medical help. Even if you feel fine or don't notice any visible injuries, see a medical professional right away. Some injuries, such as traumatic brain injuries, may not show symptoms immediately but can have serious long-term consequences. A prompt medical evaluation will ensure you get the necessary treatment and create a medical record of your injuries. Report the accident. Notify your supervisor about the incident as soon as possible. They should file a formal incident report, which will be vital if you decide to pursue a personal injury claim. This report will serve as crucial evidence to support your case. Document the accident scene. Gather as much information as you can about the accident. Take photos of the area where you fell, focusing on any hazards or conditions that contributed to the fall. If you have visible injuries, photograph them as well. Also, collect contact information from any witnesses who saw the accident or the hazardous condition beforehand. Consult a construction accident lawyer. Speak with a qualified construction accident lawyer to review your case. An experienced attorney will evaluate your evidence, determine the strength of your claim, and guide you through the legal process to ensure you receive fair compensation for your injuries. The dangers of a construction site slip and fall. While other forms of injury on a construction site, such as machinery accidents, falling objects, overexertion, or other common construction accidents can injure a worker, these often only injure one part of the body. Injuries from a fall can affect and damage the entire body. Surviving a fall from a height, whether it is over 30 feet or 6 feet, can prove deadly when the individual has landed on the wrong surface or the wrong part of the body. These types of injuries, usually to the head, spinal column, or neck, can leave a worker severely disabled or even fatally injured. In addition to falls from heights, common causes of slip and fall accidents on construction sites can be due to construction debris, uneven surfaces, surfaces that are wet or slippery, unsecured cords and wiring, inadequate lighting, unsafe stairways, incomplete structures, lack of safety equipment, an unsecured excavation site, lack of safety training, open holes and cracks, unsafe scaffolding, lack of handrails and guardrails, lack of site coordination, weather occurrences, unsecured docks and ramps, unsecured open-sided floors, and unsafe equipment. How New York labor laws protect construction workers. Whether you have been injured from a fall at an elevation or you have been injured in a same-level fall, These accidents can result in serious injuries that may require extensive medical intervention, time from work, potential ongoing medical care, or an inability to return to the same occupation. State legislature recognized the serious dangers that many construction sites pose for workers and has implemented laws to protect them and offer them compensation for their injuries. These laws are New York Labor Law 200. This law protects both workers and visitors who have been injured on a construction site, mandating that owners and contractors must take reasonable steps to ensure a safe environment, that equipment, machinery, and devices are positioned, operated, and guarded in a secure manner, and that a site must have adequate lighting and guardrails. If a dangerous situation is discovered, a notice must be placed to warn workers and visitors of the danger. No equipment, machinery, or devices may be used until the danger is corrected. New York Labor Law 240. This law, otherwise known as the scaffolding law, protects the rights of workers who suffer injuries from a fall or a falling object. It mandates that owners or contractors provide safe scaffolding and other reasonable measures to protect workers. New York Labor Law 241. This law specifically addresses safety as it applies to demotion, excavation, and safety equipment, mandating that owners and contractors take reasonable steps to provide safe flooring during the building process as well as elevators and hoists. What type of injuries do construction falls cause? Depending on the type of slip and fall accident, injuries can range from minor to catastrophic, particularly if the fall was from scaffolding or another high place. These can cause serious fractures, traumatic brain injuries, spinal cord injuries, internal organ damage, amputation, burns and abrasions, permanent disability, or fatality. Getting skilled legal assistance. If you have been injured in a slip and fall accident on a construction site, you may have the legal right to hold the at-fault party accountable for your injuries and financial damages. The construction site slip and fall lawyers at L Sanchez Law Office have dedicated their careers to workers and their legal rights. Contact us for a free consultation to understand your rights to compensation for your injuries. Contact us today at 646-701-7990.